everybody, how you doing? It took forever to get this show started. You'll probably see it at some point. So yeah, the whole week of upfronts that they kept talking about for the past 2 shows is over with, and we've seen all these new shows coming out from a lot of different channels. We'll get into that later.
Oh.
To this side of me, this is my left.
Hi, I'm Matt.
My military right.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Move the Joystick, and I have no idea what military right it means, but you know, oorah. Go for it.
I'm so confused. Hi, I'm BC. You can find me on Where's my belt? Shit, it's in the car.
I was wondering about... Okay, so just to pull back the curtain here for a second, we arrived at the same time, and we both get out of our car at the same time, and this dude's got his phone out, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't have the belt. That's weird. I didn't ask. He's got his phone out, and all of a sudden you hear just the sultry sounds of Jersey Shore, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm catching up on Jersey Shore, and I'm like... Really? He's like, yeah, bro, it's the only way I can watch is on my phone. I'm like, were you driving and watching Jersey Shore?
Yo.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, but Vinny got 2 girls' numbers at the club.
Oh my God.
And then he had to go call his girl and let his girl know that he got these girls' numbers. And he's like, yo, but it's okay, because I just got them as friends. And she's like, that's not how that works. And he's like, I don't understand why she's mad. I didn't do anything.
Is this the episode after the whole picking up the stripper one?
Yep. And then he got girls' numbers.
That's just as bad as Ronnie with
But
I want to know what you heard so I can tell you why it's wrong.
But it's funny because he keeps calling his girl and he keeps telling her what happened. He's like, but that's not anything bad. I didn't do anything wrong. They think I did something wrong, but I didn't do anything. And she's like, yeah, Vinny, that's wrong. You have a girlfriend. Why are you getting a girl's number?
She even asked him, how would you feel if some guy just picked up at a club?
She said the next same episode. Thing. She's like, what if I got some guy's number? And he's like, well, that's different. It's so funny. I'm like, he does it, and it happens all episode long. He's like, I don't get why she's mad. I am Real Jackass BC, RealJackass BC on all social media: Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it. YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my YouTube.
So what do we have coming out soon? We saw that the DC streaming service is going to have Doom Patrol coming out.
A Greg Berlanti show.
Yes.
Another.
Because they were like,
the Berlanti app.
Can we get some of the Berlanti love on our app now?
Well, Teen Titans is Berlanti.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that one's gonna fail because it's but can we get one of the good shows? Can we?
We haven't even seen a trailer for Titans.
We don't know anything about it
yet.
Have you seen the pictures of the streetwalker?
It was a
she
picture.
looks like a streetwalker.
It's a
and
picture.
I'm normally the first to be like, yo, man. They're
okay, and it wasn't like they were actually in the middle of the shoot. Like, they were having, lunch.
Yeah, but they still looked so
She might have, a green screen robe on her the entire time. You never actually see that. I've got hope. H-O-P-E, hope.
And that's what all rebellions are built on.
That's right.
That picture coming out really hurt the show. Well, he really hurt their standing so far.
I don't know why
we don't know what the show was like.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be a whole lot better than just that picture.
I want a trailer to come out, but I don't think we're going to get a trailer until at least by the end of the year. And that's because
really, you don't think we'll get something at Comic-Con?
I mean, maybe I could see, maybe at Comic-Con, but it's the whole streaming service. The fact that it's not coming out anytime soon, or it might not be out until maybe next year. That's why I'm thinking they're going to delay it whenever they're actually going to show anything for it. Because why build a whole lot of excitement now when you're not going to be able to get anything until next year?
Makes sense.
Okay. And we had a show pop up yesterday that made me bring back this.
Oh, hell no!
Okay, so the show coming up, I don't know when, this fall, this 2019, yeah. Thundercats Roar. Here, just take a little look at this clip right here.
Hey there, everyone. My name's Lion-O, and I'm the star of a new show called Thundercats Roar. Wait, you don't know what a Thundercat is? Well, let's start small. I'm a Thundercat, and this is my magic slicing stick. Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight. Wow, that was fun. Who knew making animation was so complicated? Now, what do you say we watch a little video clip? Actually, I don't have any idea what this thing is. Let's see if it works like this. Yep, guess it does.
Yeah.
Ain't that a piece of shit? Who the hell made you? Look at this picture. This the guy behind the whole thing. Some Vincent Cartwright. Look at the fucking top on top of his head. It's a goddamn shit little motherfucking man bun. I don't care. I hate him. I hate everything he's done. I want him to die of something painful.
You shouldn't hit the table. You're not supposed to do that when you're recording.
He can do that. It's fine.
It's not good for the. It's bad. It's not.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get a concussion, so I never have to remember that shitty Thundercats.
You know,
I'm really confused
I'm with you.
I don't remember watching anything.
When
did we just see? Did I just miss it?
when people put up their thing like it destroyed my childhood. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. But calm down. No, this is pretty fucking bad.
Language.
I actually said that. I said, what did they do to my childhood? And I never use that statement just because it's a really stupid thing to say. But this is like, what the hell is this?
And I mean, he's like, this is. He's talking about the inherent comedy behind the Thundercats, which is a reason for this show. And I'm like, what inherent comedy? That's like, oh, I could make him crappy ass fucking cartoon about Hellraiser because of the inherent comedy in that. Where?
I don't know.
Exactly. What comedy is in Thundercats?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the original Thundercats.
I mean, whatever.
Thunder!
Thunder!
I did watch the. I did watch the fan made trailer for the fake movie.
For the movie, yeah.
With Brad Pitt. That was dope.
They had the greatest opening song ever.
For this new one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are loose. Better feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Better Thundercats. It's really
I hope
bad.
this show lasts like. You know what? I want it to last like one episode, but it's gonna go further because
It's Cartoon Network.
yeah, that and the people out there don't know what came before.
Right.
So I don't know. Plus, they like this whole. It looks. Someone mentioned the whole Steven Universe.
It does
thing.
look like Steven Universe.
So, and you got a bunch of people that love that shit. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, I haven't watched Steven Universe, so I really don't know about it.
Well, I actually do watch a lot of Cartoon Network, and they've pretty much been trying to get to that certain art style, like because Steven Universe was a successful show. So you've got Steven Universe, and then there's another show that's out.
Gumball, Adventures of Gumball.
No, Gumball's very different. I don't know
really?
why that was even mentioned in there, but either way, they're going into this art style, a very rounded art. And so I guess it's because maybe it attracts more kids to watch, and you know maybe they're more attracted to that. They've gotten away from like those sharper edged art style of different shows and more dramatic shows, and they've gotten to more kid friendly, funny, let's have fun again, Cartoon Network kind of shows. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the reasons why I think they went this direction with it. But at the same time, it's like it's a really weird departure because Teen Titans Go, I wasn't into it at first because I loved the first Teen Titans series.
Yeah.
But then I actually started liking Teen Titans Go because it was actually kind of smart. It's weirder and it's a different version of Teen Titans than you would normally like, but it's okay. This, I don't know what to feel and how to feel about this. Just because like already I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is not my Teen Titans. Like, what is this?
You're supposed to feel anger. That's what you're supposed to feel. Pure rage. Oh my God.
I mean, it
could stand and go, this is my slicing stick.
Yeah.
I wanted to run around and just start punching children.
I know.
He said, I want to punch children. That's
What's bad is that like I'm gonna end up watching it because I want to see how it is, but I just
that's the bad part. I know I'm going to watch one episode. I'm going to watch and be like,
I just really wonder like who like looked at this and thought to themselves, "Hey, this is a good idea." Like I don't know. It must have been. He must have
people with fucking shitty fucking man buns on their head, or whatever the fuck that thing is on top of his head.
All right,
yo, he mad,
dude. His lip is literally quivering right now.
All right, that's it. We're done.
Gyrating.
That's the end of
the show. Oh damn! That's quick.
Oh hell no!
Oh, he brought it back.
Oh, he brought it back.
Do we have the rights to that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I started it. I made the slate. I did everything for it. It was my fucking idea.
All right. Right on.
If that other show wants to do it, make your own slate.
Royalties.
Well, that's
Or
that's
pay
super
me.
cool.
What a nerd. All right.
This is a show.
Let's.
We're so dumb. It's so stupid. Why are we so stupid?
ABC gave us a bunch of shows for their freaking upfront for the fall lineup.
So we're getting into upfronts
and
now.
Yeah, we're doing the upfronts now. We're just gonna go straight into that.
I did have a question. I don't want to like jump in there. But I did have a question about upfronts just in general. And maybe it's because this was like the first year I've actually paid attention to it. But is it just me, or did they add more pomp and circumstance to it for this year? Like with the whole like red carpet and the press conference and like
and people challenging people for belts.
I didn't understand why they did that there, but yes, like that stuff. Like, is it just me, or did they do more for it?
Actually, no, you're right. Because the last couple of years, it hasn't been like this.
Yeah,
I mean, they would have a presenter do a monologue, almost like the academies or whatever, but it was all closed off and everything. But they did whatever. Now it was like this big deal.
Yeah.
So
and like they would normally just release the trailers like on YouTube and not really show too much, but this year, I feel like they did way more for this.
They did a whole lot more. I tried to watch the ABC upfront, and I've been trying to get access to Disney's press site for almost 2 years. And
they're dicks.
And I finally got a response this time, but still nothing got done. So I have to try again. So I wasn't able to watch their upfront, but I caught everything after.
Did they tell you feel free to buy a ticket? Because that's what they told me when I tried to go to D23.
Oh no! I just want to watch it online.
Yeah, I know. Disney are assholes.
Yeah,
he's just salty right now.
Yeah, so
all the flavors in the world, and you chose salt.
See, now increase that feeling by about 10. That's Thundercats.
Thundercats! Horrible.
That was good.
Thank you.
Okay, so so we get into ABC's show, and the first thing we have is A Million Little Things. A bunch of friends come back together because one of their friends.
The friends are getting back together?
Because one of their group commits suicide.
Oh, that's good.
And then everyone comes back for that funeral, and they all reconnect. So yeah, this show is
tangents.
The Big Chill in TV series form, and we're gonna move on to The Fix, which is the O.J. Simpson story.
Again?
Why didn't they call this The Juice?
Marcia Clark is one of the producers or creators of the show, and it's a black star who's caught up in a murder case. His ex-wife, was stabbed to death. He gets off, and then years later, his girlfriend dies mysteriously, and they call this woman back in to prosecute the case. It's the Marcia Clark story, If I Had Another Chance.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
So, I mean, a white lawyer going after a black superstar, and he gets off the first time, and now she's got another chance to put him in prison. To put him away for a murder.
Wait, so it's not actually O.J.
It's not actually O.J.
Oh my god, I thought they were doing another O.J.
I did
show.
too.
I was like, are you
No.
really? What's going on? Is it an anniversary?
No, that's
so many O.J. shows.
That's just what I call it because the Marcia Clark's behind it, and it's a female attorney going after a black superstar.
I hope his
No
name is
superstar.
the Fixer. Like, I hope that's his like nickname. So they call it the Fix, and so like OJ was the Juice, and so
So yeah, we're gonna move over that because you know what, Marsha, it's over. Give it up.
Marsha.
He got away with it. Let it go.
Yeah.
Grand Hotel. This is the first season of Jane the Virgin with the hotel. It's almost like a telenova TV show type thing. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. It doesn't interest me at all.
It's very interesting to me that, you know, America has been trying really hard to adapt the telenovela. Like, CW, I feel like, is the only one that actually did it right with Jane the Virgin, but then you had NBC who tried to do it too, and that failed miserably. So it'll be interesting.
But that was just a straight comedy about a telenovela.
Yeah, but it was essentially like a telenovela.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the only one that's done it correctly, like you said, is Jane the Virgin, and even that, they're coming up on their final season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was good for 2 years, for 2 seasons, but after that, I stopped following Jane the Virgin.
Yeah, and unlike an actual like telenovela, which could go on for like 100 years, like I think the longevity of a show like this, I don't think it has a long shelf life. So it'll be interesting to see if ABC is able to pull off what NBC definitely couldn't, and what CW actually pulled off.
Yeah, I mean, Grand Hotel, I give this probably 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, if the pilot's good,
if it goes past that, you know, whatever. The next one, The Kids Are All Right.
Is it just me, or are they always trying to pull off a Kids Are All Right? Like, they did the movie, and I feel like this is like the third attempt at a freaking TV show.
Really? I honestly don't know. But this is kind of a mix of me and Karen watching it, and she was like, is this another 8 is enough? And I was like, nope, but that's one of the shows I had it in because they've got 8 freaking boys. Wonder Years and that 70s show, because it takes place in the 70s. And it's just... I give it 1 season.
Let me ask you, if this is one of those shows, because Modern Family I think is ending, but if it's like a Modern Family like shot type show where it's like the camera following them and mockumentary sort of thing, do you think it lasts longer?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
I'm not. I watched the trailer like 3 times, and it still doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, okay.
Now, the one that I do like from them, The Rookie, with Nathan Fillion. This gonna last at least 4 seasons,
Oh, yeah.
maybe 5.
I mean, shoot, Castle lasted for like, what, 5-6 seasons?
I thought it was longer than that.
Maybe. That was probably
Yeah,
longer.
it was
Yeah, I mean,
about
Castle was a long time.
Yeah, but it's Nathan Fillion. He's
I met him once.
Did you?
Yeah,
Nice guy.
First year at Comic Con. I'm up there in between the Omni and Petco Park, just staying on the bridge, looking down at all the people standing in line for some Game of Thrones thing. And these girls start waving like, "Hi, oh my God, we love you." I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet of them." And then I realized I'm talking to the guy that's standing next to me, and he's like, "Thank you." And I look, I'm like, "Oh, they love you." I'm like, "Oh, you're Nathan Fillion." He goes, "Yeah, hi." I was like, "What's up, man?" Nice guy, real nice guy.
Seems like he would be.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is like has Nathan Fillion had the career that I feel like most striving actors want? Like a career that's just interesting.
Not at all. He's had a career that it's like, yo, you almost got a superhero movie. Never mind, no, you don't. Hey, you almost got a... No, never mind, no, you don't.
I feel like
you almost got Indiana Jones. No, you don't. Have another TV show.
I feel like he's had the most eclectic career.
I've never watched a single show he's on.
Really?
Not at all.
Oh my god.
Only thing I watched of him was Firefly, a couple movies. Castle, I may have watched an episode here or there, but I never watched Castle.
He was great in Castle.
I know him by
heard.
reputation. That's it. That's the only reason I knew him. Because he was almost Green Lantern. He was almost Indiana Jones.
He was also great in Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
He's great in that show. Like, I don't know, to me, I look at Nathan Fillion, and every time I see him, I'm like, oh, sweet, Nathan Fillion's here. Like, he's also in Series of Unfortunate Events Season 2. So it's like everything he does, like, I feel like he just shows range, because he can just run into anything and just be like, all right, yeah, this is going to be great.
He does a lot of things, but there's always that Nathan Fillion comedy to it.
Yes.
Which is...
It's his
like,
tone, his cadence.
And again, I take this back to, I make this comparison with a lot of movies. My mom has no idea who Nathan Fillion is. He's not that household name. he's a nerd dang. All the nerds know him because he's in so many different nerd things, and he's always in the running for something. But he never quite got that big role.
Yeah.
You know?
I always wanted the game Uncharted, to come out a lot earlier, so that way he could have been that guy.
And that was, again, that was always in production. Production up, now it's not happening. Now it's not happening. Nathan Fillion's going to be in it, now it's not happening.
Yeah, because he would have been a great Nathan Drake, but now I feel like that time has passed.
Yeah, it certainly is. Next couple shows we have are Schooled.
Oh, by the way, the rookie, he's a cop.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't think we talked about that, so...
Did we not?
No, we just started getting on a tangent about...
I started going about it and we went on that way.
Yeah.
Bringing back Ricky Blue?
No, they're not.
Oh.
But that girl is going to another TV show, so...
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love her.
I do too.
Oh, I loved her since freaking Reaper.
Oh, I loved her.
I actually know that gymnastics move she did.
That was literally what I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
And then I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
Stick it.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Girl.
Yeah, you don't.
He plays a cop. He's a guy in his 40s, gets divorced. He's involved in a bank robbery. He manages to hold the bank robbers there, stall them so police can come in and do their job and so on. And yeah, he decides to become a police officer. And no one likes him because he's a 40-something-year-old rookie.
Love it.
Who they think is like, you're dangerous. You're just going to get people killed.
Sign me up.
Yep.
It's better than an orc being a police officer. All right, what's up
The orc was the best part. Anyway, the next show is Schooled. If you watch the Goldbergs,
Is this where the orc is?
which takes place in the 80s,
That would have been a great segue.
Schooled takes a bunch of characters from the Goldberg and puts them into the school setting. The principal, the coach,
Bill Goldberg?
and the girl that plays Lainey. They bring her back as a teacher or something in the school. They really don't mention, but these are characters that I don't think work well alone. When I watch them, they are funny, working off of the characters of the Goldbergs, Beverly, Adam, Erica, Barry. Working with them, they're fine. But when you see them alone within that show, you're like, next.
Is this a spin-off of the Goldbergs?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a spinoff of the Goldbergs.
It does have Tim Meadows, and I do love Tim Meadows.
I like Tim Meadows too, but even there was an episode that was focused just on him in the Goldbergs, and it was probably one of the worst ones they had.
That was the test episode for this.
So yeah, I wish you luck. Like they said, the characters they have aren't strong. They're gonna have to put this between two really good shows.
Yeah.
This is the only way this
I'm
lasts.
just waiting for the
Probably
kid.
follow
I'm just waiting
Goldbergs.
for the kid from the Goldbergs to hurry up and join the Mighty Ducks.
Quack, 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 quack.
Go Ducks!
Our next show is Single Parents. This fucking thing is going to be like 2 hours long. This trailer was actually really funny. Me and Karen sat there laughing our asses off about this. So, I mean, this may be one of those stronger comedies they have coming up. Which one they take off, I have no idea. But I expect that one to stick around for a while.
Cool.
Whiskey Cavalier. We talked about Lauren Cohan from Walking Dead.
Yep.
They haven't renewed her. Well, they have renewed her for like half the season
I don't
of
even know.
season 9 or 8.
I have no idea
whatever's
where
coming
they're
out.
even at.
So, but she has the female lead in this show, so we could pretty much say that Lauren's gonna or Maggie's gonna die.
Unless this show is filmed in Atlanta. If this is filmed in like Atlanta or Georgia or something where like this is nearby The Walking Dead, she can like moonlight.
They can probably work it out.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, I liked it. I like what I saw. The FBI agent who has the CIA agent come in on the same case he's working on, take his suspect, and somehow they get stuck working together. And I said this show is probably going to last about 8 seasons. In season 6, there's going to be, that working romance, that tension between them.
Yes.
They're going to get married in season 6. Season 7, or season 6 or 7, that season, it starts to go downhill. By season 8, it's off the air.
I agree.
That's basically the formula for all these kinds of shows. And I expect nothing different
I'm
from
glad
them.
you know. All right. Man, that was great.
Moving into NBC,
NBC.
I Feel Bad. I feel bad. This show is going to be on the air because it fucking sucks.
Well, it's got the woman who she was the mom in Blockers.
Wait, what's the show?
I feel bad.
About what?
About
Thanos.
this show. I don't feel so good.
No, the name of the show
We don't have that
is I Feel
technology
Bad.
to make me disappear, do we?
No, we don't.
Damn,
we don't have all
it's
that.
all right,
We don't have all that
whatever. I'm
stuff.
here. I'm still here.
I mean, we can snap our fingers and have you just disappear.
Yeah, but that's
you have
like
to get out of
but
the
you have to
seat
do.
and stuff
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
that, and then like it's not as cool of an effect. It's like
Yeah.
maybe it's one of those things where it's like Thanos is like that dude's not important enough to get dusted. He's not. Literally, very disappointing, by the way, that Dust in the Wind was not on the soundtrack at all. Wouldn't that have been amazing?
Yes.
If like after all the extra after post credit scene is like all we are is dust in the wind.
Sang by Will Ferrell from Old
Yes!
School. From Old School.
Oh, you're my boy, Blue.
Our next show up is Manifest. Airplane takes off, they hit some turbulence, and they land 5 years later.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. This guy, his sister, and their whole family, whatever, his kids, whatever. He takes it's him, his sister, and his son. The rest of the family gets another flight because they oversold seats, whatever. So they get another plane, and that plane, they go up, and we're going to die. Nope. They land at the airport, and there's cops and there's people out there, and they say, what the hell's going on? This one cop says, we thought you were dead. This plane disappeared 5.5 years ago.
My
And
God.
now you need to
Does he say it like that, or is it this plane disappeared 5.5 years ago? It would be much scarier if he did like that.
Would be right, like a Stephen King thing.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not like that. No.
Like they landed in Mayberry, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like, so this whole plot to me kind of sounds like Lost, but they actually landed.
Yeah, they actually came back. But there's still something going on that you don't know about. Like, these people all linked after a while. They start hearing, like, one of the girls in the trailer, she says, did you hear a voice? I was just standing out somewhere and I hearing these voices and whatever. And, well, okay.
It's your past telling you you've made a mistake with your life.
Just like that, it's a scary voice.
I'm not crazy about Manifest.
Mayberry. Really?
Yeah.
Eh. This seems like one of those shows that, like, the premise just sounds cool, but the execution's just never gonna live up to it.
Sounds like one of those shows I'm gonna watch season 1 and then forget about it.
Yes.
On the second.
Kind of like that whole timeline or that time show that they're working on.
Oh, Timeless?
Timeless.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
The one that they took off, then they saved because people bitched about it, and now I don't even watch anymore.
Yeah, like it really sounds like it's that kind of style of show.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, well, that's a cool idea, and we're going to maybe talk about the first the pilot episode and be like, oh, well, this is interesting. Okay, maybe it's got something, and then just never really pans out.
Well, I guess it's going to work out for the crew, the people that like Timeless, so, whatever.
Hey, they're going to live. So that right in and of itself is good.
And we've got a medical show coming up called New Amsterdam, and that is
So it's
House.
just New York. It's House, New York.
That's House, New York,
Yeah.
yeah. Except he has cancer,
Yeah.
but he's still a dick to everyone in the hospital. So, but he's trying to make the hospital better by being a dick. So,
Yeah.
House.
No, sir. How is it that we're talking about the upfronts for NBC and you're about to move on to CBS and you didn't talk about the greatest show that they're bringing to NBC, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Because we talked about it last
I
week.
don't care. I want everybody to I want to really push it home.
I really
It's like-
thought you were gonna be like, why are you talking about the NBC? You're gonna skip right over the fact that Nia Jax challenged Rhonda at the NBC upfronts.
I mean, like, you can do that
Exact-
after. But, like,
that was
Brooklyn
so
Nine-Nine,
stupid.
guys. Yeah, that was really dumb. I don't understand why they did that.
I don't know. I'm really hoping that Mickey and Alexa get involved because you can't put the belt on Rhonda this quick.
No, and even Rhonda was like, I don't know why I'm doing. Like, what? Huh?
And then Charlotte's standing like, just do it, just do it, just do
Yeah.
it, just do it. Say yes, agree to it.
Like,
agree to
the
it.
whole thing was
I'm
cheesy.
watching it like, that's how they're going to do this thing? She's not even like in the hunt for the belt.
No.
It's just like, hey, I want to challenge you for the belt for in a title match.
I
don't know. Do it. Okay.
Which is even weirder because the champion never makes the challenges. Like that's.
This isn't like Clash of Champions or something like that. This is Money in the Bank. Yeah. Clash of Champions is one where you could be like, hey, I have to defend it. I want to defend it against you. Money in the Bank is like, oh, okay, well, someone else has to challenge me. Whatever. Like, this is just dumb. Like, I hated this whole thing. It's way too early. Mm-hmm. They're not going to put the belt on Ronda. Something's going to happen. And I don't want it to be like a squash match where Ronda loses to Nia.
It will not be.
I mean, I say that. But I'm saying, like, I don't want Ronda to lose to Nia.
Yeah.
It's too early for her to get her first loss.
Well, what you could do is you could have her make a mistake, which is why she loses, because she is still technically new to wrestling. So, who knows?
I don't think this is good, though.
The only way I think it's going to happen is... Alexa and Nikki get involved. Yeah. If they actually go through with this whole thing, which I guess they're going to do. So that's the only other way they're going to keep it on her.
I'm wondering if maybe Alexa wins the briefcase. And then it's a deal where... I'm not sure. Sorry. You really need to take that thing out of here.
I keep forgetting. Man.
But anyway... it could be a deal where Alexa wins the Money in the Bank briefcase and
puts herself in that night.
Either puts herself in that night or like Nia, I don't know, something happens, retains or something, but she's beaten badly enough to where she comes in and wins it.
Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar.
Exactly, sure.
Could be.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move it into CBS. And our first show up is that chick you like so much, Missy Peregrine.
Yeah.
In a show called FBI.
Oh, she's a cop again.
Yeah, she's a cop.
A little on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it because it's on CBS.
There's a... well, I still have that thing.
You do?
Yeah.
I actually need to use that.
I don't even know why I still have it.
No, keep it up. We're fun.
I mean, once DC Universe or one of the others come around, I'm like, okay, bye.
All right, so you enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a Dick Wolf produced TV series. So I know you love Dick Wolf.
Hold up, Dick Wolf on CBS.
On CBS, yeah.
What did? How did NBC piss them off?
Wait, so is it not part of the Wolf universe like the others?
If you want to put it in there, but you're never going to see those characters.
Well, they're okay. Think about it. They're not in Chicago, and she's upgraded herself to the FBI. So.
And this is the FBI New York office.
There's no law or order.
Well, yeah, but SVU's in New York.
Well, then maybe.
But this is FBI.
Yeah, but SVU's in New York.
I mean, FBI.
Maybe
they cross over with the FBI.
Maybe you have a crossover with them. Maybe
yeah, that's a different no.
That's no.
It's not gonna happen. There's apparently a bombing, and they have to go after this white nationalist, and that's going to be the first season.
White people are always the problem.
I know, right? Talking all the time, taking up all the time in the goddamn show.
Damn white people.
God friended me.
Oh, Mega Man's white.
Show about an atheist, the kid who played the mayor.
Man, he bounced back quickly.
He sure did.
Yep.
Yeah, from ABC to CBS.
Show canceled? Get me a new show. He's
probably gonna cancel this one too.
He's the son of a preacher who, in the trailer, he says that at one point he believed in God. His mother was sick, and he prayed to God to save his mother and cure her of cancer. And lo and behold, hey, she went into remission. And on the way home from the hospital, she gets killed by a drunk driver.
Bruh.
So
that's some Ghost Rider shit.
So yeah, he becomes an atheist. He doesn't believe in God until one day he gets a friend request on Facebook from God. So he's like, man, who the hell is this? Decline. Then another friend request from God. So he's like, fine, accept. Then God suggests a friend to him, and you see that he finds this guy. The guy's about to commit suicide. He stops him. And later on, the guy comes back when this girl, who is another friend request from God, they meet up and they figure out, hey, something's going on here. Who are you? Are you the one sending me the messages? She gets hit, and the guy he saved in the beginning of the trailer comes back and he's like, I need a doctor. I am a doctor.
Here's my problem. Like, I actually liked the trailer. And I actually think that this is going to be an interesting enough show that's going to have me watching for at least one or two episodes just to find out what's going on. But I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like you don't actually know until like 3 seasons in. I feel like this trailer showed too much.
You
Because
think?
it's like a 6-minute long trailer. And they go into like a lot. Like, oh, he's got a hacker friend. He's got a friend. He meets the love interest. This is going on. This is going on. This is his whole reason why he doesn't like or believe in God. This is this and this is that. And you're just like, oh my God.
Well,
like, I feel like I've watched episode 1 already.
To be fair, 90% of first look trailers for TV shows do that. Like they've always done that.
I just feel like
But
they
my
showed too much
problem
with this.
is when he starts explaining it and God sending Facebook requests. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm more of like confused. Why aren't you using Twitter, bro?
Yeah, dude.
Instagram's clearly hotter right now.
You know, no matter what you may say about it, this is a CBS show.
Yep.
This show is definitely built for the crowd, to the people that watch CBS.
I gotta say though, you liked it, and you liked a lot of these CBS shows.
Yeah, I liked a lot of the CBS
and
ones.
you started to question yourself for liking a lot of these CBS shows.
I'm getting close to that age.
You're about to hit their demographic.
Gotta have my Metamucil in the morning.
You're the target audience now, Rob.
Son of a bitch.
They brought Star Trek to CBS.
That's why I don't like Thundercats Roar.
You're so old.
BC's favorite show, Fast and the Magnum.
Yeah, for real.
Magnum PI.
Oh yeah, I've never seen
By
an
the
episode.
producers of Fast and the Furious. So one of the
It really,
creators of it.
it does feel like it's
Yeah.
a Fast and the Furious.
There was one part I was like, I'm sitting there like, no, they are not going to do this.
There were
They are
two
not going to do
parts.
this.
There were 2 parts like that.
And the helo grab, and I'm like, okay, all right.
When I was doing my reaction, I'm like, wait, Magnum PI's in space? That makes no sense. And then he jumps out. I'm like, what is this? The Red Bull jump? What's going on here?
And
then, like-
they tell you he did a halo jump into freaking North Korea. I'm like, really?
Yeah, and then he jumps off a car onto a helicopter, and you're like,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, there's a truck coming at him. He's shooting at it. He turns sideways and like skidding and shooting at it. The truck hits him. He climbs up, jumps on top of the truck,
Absolutely.
runs on top of the truck, and just jumps in the air.
Yeah,
And
I see
TC
it.
comes in with the helo, and he grabs at the skid, and they're off. Woo! Dom Toretto, baby.
Makes sense. I believe it. That's what would probably happen.
Once I saw early on from the creators of Fast and the Furious, I was like, oh God, what the fuck are they going to do? And they showed you at the end.
When I saw that it said, this is from the creators of Fast and Furious, I was like, this is going to be good. I automatically need to suspend reality for about 6 minutes.
And I kept watching the trailer. I'm like, God, I know this guy, and I know I like this guy. What else is he in?
Where's he from?
He's Diablo in Suicide Squad.
Oh.
He was in Friday Night Lights, the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's right. That's
I
where I know
didn't
this
realize
guy.
that. Okay, that's cool.
The thing I'm surprised you didn't react to was Higgins being female.
Well, I don't care if she's a chick. It's fine.
That's fine. That's
yeah,
cool.
I didn't have any problem with that. I had more problem
I
with
mean,
the fact that
I've never-
the amount of ass she was kicking in that short freaking trailer.
I was like, this bitch is dope. Like,
yeah. I was more confused by the fact that Tom Selleck didn't show up.
He will.
Yeah, the only thing I say is if they don't have a Tom Selleck cameo in this, it need to be one and done. Just one episode, finish. Fuck it.
No, I bet they save it for there will be some kind of arc where he's a character that has to help.
Oh, I wonder if he's the bad guy.
Nah, I doubt that. They wouldn't do that.
You never know. They could do it.
I love Tom Selleck. You can't be like, yeah, he's a bad guy. It's Tom Selleck.
Yeah, you can't do it. I mean, but yeah.
So again, I thought it was all right. It looks fine. This feels like one of those shows that I'm gonna be like, man, I really want to watch this, and then I don't watch it. Like
yeah.
Hawaii Five-0, I really want to watch it, and I don't watch it.
Yeah, and see, since this is going to be on CBS, we can pretty much expect, and it's CBS and it takes place in Hawaii, we're going to have a Hawaii Five-0 crossover.
That's what I think. Because watching
With
it, I
that.
was even like, this feels
Yeah, there was
like
yeah.
Hawaii
It does. Well, more extreme than Hawaii Five-0. But yeah.
So we can pretty much call this one. You're going to have a crossover with these two shows. The Murphy Brown.
I don't care.
Don't care.
I really don't.
I watched Murphy Brown way back in the day when it was in syndication, and I actually I grew to like it. So I'm waiting to see this one. I know
I would like to give it a watch.
It's going to get a bunch of shit.
This
because,
is one of those shows that like really just passed me over growing up. So
yeah, I mean I'm expecting there to be a lot of political stuff in it, so the people are going to bitch about this show. But I mean, Murphy Brown's back. I'm going to watch it for as long as I can stand it and move along. Happy Together. Damon Wayans. Another Wayans on TV.
I like the Wayans, and I
The
actually
Wayans
like
are
Damon
cool.
Wayans.
Wait. So Damon Wayans has 2 shows?
No,
This
is different.
Marlon Wayans has one on NBC, which is Marlon.
Wait,
And Damon has Happy Together.
is he not?
And then
Weapon?
Lethal Weapon. No, that's a different Wayans.
Oh, okay. This is Damon Wayans Jr.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
okay.
I forgot to put in the junior part.
All right,
Yeah.
that makes more sense then.
Yeah. He plays an accountant, 30-something couple with his wife, the girl that was in the Carmichael show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his clients runs away from his starlet girlfriend and needs somewhere to hide out for a while. So it's basically Justin Bieber moves in with his accountant. And that's this entire show.
I'm
That's
intrigued mainly because of Damon Wayans Jr.
It looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, I can watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch a couple episodes of this. I mean, I'll give it a try, see what it is.
Because New Girl's ending.
New Girl ended.
Yeah,
It's
and
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, well, is the other kid from New Girl in it too? Like, because they work so well together.
No.
From Must Be Cops, I love Must Be Cops.
No. Jake Johnson. He's
Yeah.
not in there. No, Jake Johnson's starting like a movie career.
Yeah. Then we have Welcome to the Neighborhood, where you have Cedric the Entertainer in a black community.
I actually
and
really
he's
like
just
this
a
one.
strong black man about we got some new neighbors moving in. We need to have more black people in this community. Get them a nice strong blah 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 blah. And then a white dude moves in next door. A white family moves in.
The Johnsons.
The Johnsons. But his son meets them first, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
Oh,
he goes
so
and tells
great.
father, "The neighbors are here." Cedric goes over, knocks on the door, opens the door.
Well, no. Hold on. Like he goes, the son goes over. He's like, "Hey, new neighbors moved in." He's like, "Oh yeah, what are they like?" It's like, "Well, they're the Johnsons." And he goes, "Well, another fine black successful family moving in next door. This neighborhood's on the up." And then he walks over. He's like, and then the white people open up the door. And he's like, "I'm looking for the Johnsons."
He's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm Dave Johnson." And you see his son in the window with his phone. "Step back! I want to see the handshake." So, this is. I was thinking Jeffersons, but more like All in the Family.
Yeah.
Where the black family moves in, and it's like, "Oh, we don't want you people around here." Mm-hmm. So I don't know how much shit this show is going to
think
get
it's
from that,
hilarious,
but
though.
it looks really funny.
Well, and then you also have like Regina King in there, and no, that's not Regina
no,
King. What's her name?
Tina Arnold,
Her,
the
okay.
one that played Martin.
Yeah, she's in Martin. She was also in
That played Pam on
Survivor's Remorse. Like I actually love her career.
Mm-hmm.
I always just get people mixed up, but like, and then I love Cedric the Entertainer. I love the son too. So I'm excited for this one.
Now, the thing is, the guy playing the father in that one is Josh Lawson.
He's good in like most things.
He's only in the pilot. After that, Max Greenfield takes over.
Oh, interesting.
Schmidt from New Girl will be that neighbor.
kinda
And
wanna
I
see
think
this.
he's even better.
Oh, I do love that.
Him with Cedric the Entertainer
Yeah.
will be...
I just love the idea that he's just like, "Hey, come on over. I'm barbecuing." And he's just like, "What?" And he comes over, his burger. He's like, "Where's all the ribs?"
Fox? The Cool Kids. David Allen Greer, Leslie Jordan, Martin Mull, all in an old folks home, and all these friends, and they like things a certain way. Then Vicki Lawrence comes into the community, and shit goes haywire. So The Cool Kids is a show about a bunch of old people.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna last one season.
Yep.
I stopped watching the trailer.
I was surprised that David Allen Greer and the Carmichael show, like, I guess lasted longer than I expected it to last on NBC. So this, I have even quicker shelf life for that one.
If this lasts more than one season, it's going to be in some slot somewhere where it's like, where we're going to say, the Cool Kids are being canceled. Really? It's still on?
Yeah.
That's how I expect that one to end up. The Passage. Zach Morris, Mark Paul Gosselaar, whatever you want to call him, from Pitch, is doing what? Oh, you
Zach Morris is back?
You perked up now, didn't you?
I like Zach Morris. What's the show about?
The show is about a company that they're creating this vaccine that makes it so people just don't get diseases. It just eradicates all disease. However, if something goes wrong, or there's an outbreak.
Something always goes wrong.
There's an outbreak and people start going zombie-ish. They don't really see them. They didn't show anything with them attacking people, but they get all pale. I guess bleeding from the mouth. I didn't see if they attacked anyone. That's why they have blood in their mouth. But they look like zombies.
It sounds more serious.
And it's like, yeah, it's something. Well, part is, if you get
the pouty look on his face.
If you catch this thing in the morning, probably by night you're dead.
Oh, interesting.
That sucks.
And they need this one little girl to do experiments on.
His freaking like reaction to all of this is just great. Like,
so Zach Morris
doesn't care. He's like, "Oh, Zach Morris is in it," and it's like, "Oh, it's a drama."
So Zach Morris has to go and bring this girl in, and then realizes I can't do this. So he takes the little girl on the run.
So it's the Last of Us.
It's The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I even put it in the Cinelix article. This is The Last of Us.
Yeah. Well,
without all the clickers and all that shit, whatever. But yeah,
that's a few years down the road.
Whatever they want to do with this little girl, he doesn't want to bring her in, so he takes her on the run. Mm-hmm. And that's this show.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah, no, it's not going to last.
Proven innocent. A woman and her son are wrongfully convicted of the murder of someone. I guess they found the body in the park, and they get convicted for it, end up in prison for 10 years. And when she comes out, she becomes a lawyer. And she tries all the cases of people who were just shoved into jails or prisons.
All
they
right.
weren't given a fair trial. She's like, so it's proven innocent. She goes after all the hard cases. So it's basically conviction.
Yeah, they'll look at like probably three.
All over again.
Probably 3 seasons.
Lil Rel. Know who that is?
Isn't that one kid who like started breaking into people's houses?
No.
Oh, then I don't know.
People's houses. Lil Rel was the brother in Get Out.
Oh, that guy!
I'm like, isn't that the guy from Get Out?
There was like this one kid named Lil something that was like breaking into people's houses.
Lil Bella?
No.
Lil Romeo?
No.
Lil Zane?
No.
Lil Wayne?
No.
Lil Yachty?
No. By the way, it was Laurel.
Lil Boosie?
I heard Laurel. No. I love this guy on Get Out, and he is actually starting to like get a lot of like work right now after Get Out.
Yeah, so Lil Rel is having a show called Rel, where he's a guy who gets divorced and he has to put his life back together. And that's about it.
And then he goes and saves his friend from a crazy white lady.
Probably.
You know what I just watched? The alternate ending to Get Out.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, there were a bunch of alternate endings for it.
The cops like arrest him and put him in jail.
Oh,
Like it's not Lil Rel that shows up. It's the cops.
Yes, that's the cops.
damn.
And they put him in jail, and Lil Rel goes to visit him in prison, and he's like, look, dude, I need you to remember something because the fire burned all the evidence. And he's like, whatever, man, I stopped it. I was like, that's dark as shit.
That's super dark, man.
Okay, so we're going to move into to CW. Mm-hmm. We have All American.
What superhero is this about?
This is not.
Then
This
why
is
it on?
it's inspired by the life of pro football player Spencer Pasinger.
Oh, okay.
It's a kid who from the ghetto. Someone comes down, sees his game, recruits him. Someone like gets shot at the fucking game.
Yeah.
And he recruits him, whatever. But he moves him from Crenshaw to Beverly Hills High. And him trying to fit into this new school. Mm-hmm. This kid from the wrong side of the tracks going to this school where he doesn't fit in here. Then when he goes home, he's getting shit from all the boys in his neighborhood because, you think you all big and bad now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just a high school football show.
I'm in for that.
So
I would actually watch this.
Is this a show to plug in when there's not a superhero show on?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. The next show we have is Charmed.
I am so ready for this.
Is this a remake of Charmed?
Yes.
This is a remake
Yeah.
of Charmed. Yes, it is.
We've talked about this.
I know. I didn't. It's not a superhero, so I phased it out.
Oh, I love Charmed. I love the original Charmed. So I'm all on board. For
I love the
this.
original to a certain point, and then I
Yeah,
just kinda,
like by the time it got to like season 5 or 6, you're just like, okay, we really need to chill this out.
I mean, the trailer looks good. It's CW, so I'm going to CW, but I may or may not watch it.
It's gonna be on Sunday night.
I may watch it on the app because they're moving Supergirl and putting this show on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I think I put in the thing that I wrote that I don't think these shows are going to do well.
I don't agree with that.
You're going up against, even though their ratings are starting to decline a little bit, you've got The Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. Then at this point in time, when the whole season starts up, you've got football.
Okay. I mean, what else though?
Football pulls in a lot of people.
No. I know. I mean, unless it's a terrible game, which sometimes happens. But
here's
the thing.
See, the thing is that first watch the networks want, they're not going to get that. They're going to get the after, like the DVR or the apps or something like that.
I actually think that this is a good thing for CW, and the reason why is because right now, what do they ever have on Sunday nights? Nothing. I mean,
for CW, yeah, they have nothing on Sunday nights.
The majority of their shows are on like the first 4 days of the week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got nothing going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but they've got quality programming to show and space out across more days of the week.
Yeah.
So why not just throw it on there on Sunday? Try to build up an audience for a Sunday night primetime slot. Sure, they're a few years too late, but there are people who don't like football. There are people who are like, still protesting football. There's still, and then there's games where the football games are terrible. So it's like you're going to get some sort of audience. Maybe it's not going to be that ABC type audience, like where you see like Scandal or something like that, which I honestly don't know if Scandal's on Sunday nights or not. But like, you're not going to get those type of numbers, but at the same time, you're going to get a decent amount.
Well, for years, CW has just done I think what they have on Sundays now is a personal interest in something else. They're just old repeat shows. They just throw it on.
Yeah.
The people that have actually done the things as far as actual Sunday programming was CBS, NBC, ABC. Fox to a certain...
Fox
they have
Fox is more of their animation
night.
domination sort of thing.
So they've had that, but CW is now breaking into that. So
why not break it into with one of your top superheroes with Supergirl?
Yeah, if you want to break with a top superhero, you put the Legend of Tomorrow on there.
Yeah, but I think with Supergirl, you at least have a name that was on CBS.
Yeah. And,
I think you have a stronger lead in.
And also you won't be stopping Supergirl halfway through its fucking season to put on Legends or some other show.
Yeah, that's true.
In the middle, and then once this is done, we'll finish Supergirl.
Yeah.
So all right, I hope it works out. I'm looking forward to Charmed, and I
just don't think it's gonna be that doom that you guys are talking about. Like this is gonna be the end of Supergirl.
I don't think it's gonna be
I think this is gonna be fine.
I won't say the end, but
you did say the end.
I did say the end.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to hurt him.
No, you said
I said the end.
end.
Oh, okay. Well then, all right. Fuck it. I said the end. Next one for CW is Legacies, a spinoff.
What superhero is this about?
A spinoff of a spinoff. You know the originals?
They're not superheroes.
They're not superheroes. You know the Vampire Diaries?
They're not superheroes.
They're not superheroes either.
That's the whack ass.
Vampire. This show is going to be Monster High School.
I don't know why it wasn't called Unoriginals. Like I'm really upset that it wasn't called Unoriginals.
You know when you put that in the chat, I didn't get it until like freaking 5 minutes later. I'm like, why the fuck is he in there? Oh. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you go like, it's this one, and I was like, oh, you were like, oh yeah, the originals are getting a spinoff, and I was like, is it called the Unoriginals? And you're like, no, it's Legacies. And I'm like, I like mine better. No response.
Still didn't get
at all.
it until way later. I was like, this man just gave me comedy gold right here. Right over.
I just make you think. Like I have that comedy that just simmers in your brain for a long time, and then you go back, and you're like, oh my god, that was genius.
And then 12 years later, he's just sitting there. It's like, I get it.
Yep. See, that's comedy that lasts. I got that evergreen comedy that, like, I'm gonna die one day, and then people will be like, my god, he was a fucking genius. Why didn't we pay more attention to this?
You are the Stephen Wright of Cinelinx.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is, but all right.
Oh, Stephen Wright was a guy I hated as a comedian until I got older, and I was like, oh, his comedy is not for kids. His comedy is for people a whole lot older, and he is fucking hilarious.
I need to look him up then.
Another show that I want to mention, which wasn't in the upfronts, is going to be like a mid-season replacement because I didn't want to mention all the others. Is Roswell, New Mexico?
Which is a remake of Roswell?
Which is a remake of Roswell.
Oh
yes,
my God.
it is.
Are you serious? I was kidding.
Yes, no.
He really was. This is a shocked face.
They were. It was just going to be called Roswell. Then they changed it to Roswell, New Mexico, and it is a revamped.
Are we really
Roswell.
that old that they're remaking Roswell? Like, is that because that wasn't
That's
long ago.
just the thing now. They are remaking
that's true.
everything.
That's true. They're out of ideas. Wait, is Ghosted still a thing? Did that get cut?
I saw nothing about it being cut.
Ghosting is about to start. It's a remake of Ghosted.
Oh, okay. I just thought about it. I was like, wait a second, didn't they only have like 5 episodes? And then I don't think I saw anything else.
No, they had a full first season run. I think it was like 13 episodes, and then it was.
I watched like all of them. I know.
What's the Orville?
Yeah, where's the Orville
about it?
at?
When's it come back?
I want that one. To come back
They
soon.
announced it the other day, but I didn't look at what date it was coming back. I mean, it's coming back in the fall.
That one ended on a weird note, so I really want them to come back and like have a great story.
I believe they ended one episode early. They were supposed to have 13, but they did 12.
Yeah, like I think that's what it was.
So
really caught
next
me off.
season is supposed to have an extra episode in it. Or
Oh,
something like
cool,
that. So,
cool.
yeah.
All right.
But it is that show's definitely come back, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like I know you guys can't wait for The Gifted
Yes.
and Gifted Talkers to come
Gifted
back.
Talkers. The greatest show.
X-Men TV.
Yeah.
Great show next to this one.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really.
The greatest show on Cinelinx. Gifted Talkers.
This is,
Greatest show.
this is the greatest show.
I love that movie. I watch it like once a week.
I love how you don't even like agree with that Gifted Talkers is the greatest show.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's the greatest show.
The second greatest show.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I mean, there were other shows that the mid-season shows for ABC, CBS, blah 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 blah, which you didn't go into, but that's what we have coming out for the fall, starting out. I mean, we're going to talk about this again when we do the fall season lineup, and we will talk about all those mid-season replacements, or probably just talk about the mid-season replacements because we did this one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
we're like over already. 7 minutes.
Can we talk one thing real quick before we go? We don't
Oh my
have to do
God!
everything.
You already talked Jersey Shore.
It's not Jersey Shore.
Thank God.
It's kind of part of a superhero rundown.
Oh, we do. You
I
want to
know
do
what
the
he's
superhero
talking
rundown?
about.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Have you watched the Arrowverse this week?
I'm so behind, but you can talk about
Oh
it.
my God, I didn't watch anything this week for it.
Okay, well, I guess not. I didn't want to spoil it for y'all.
Fine, okay.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Well,
I'm still gonna watch it.
Batgirl's coming up
The
soon.
convergence happened.
Conversion.
It's not the convergence. The enlightenment. Never mind. I'm going to think convergence. What was the
I
convergence?
don't know what you're talking about.
That's something. The enlightenment that the thinker's been trying to do.
the way
He wins. He
Good for him.
The enlightenment begins.
He was working really hard.
And so I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, and this is affecting the entire world. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be bad. And then I go and watch Arrow. And there's no effects. Nothing happens.
Interesting.
This is the problem with these shared universe shows. Is I watch one and then I go to watch the other one and I'm like, well, why isn't if this is happening all over the entire world? Why is it not happening here?
Because they already spent their budget money for a crossover. They're not going to do another one.
and that's and maybe that's my I've got to get maybe it's one of those things I just need to get past.
No, it's continuity. It's continuity in a shared universe. It should be like that.
They shouldn't need like permission or whatever for it because the same people doing the same show.
Yeah,
it's all Berlanti, Guggenheim.
Yeah.
All those guys. So
I don't know. We haven't.
And
seen
like Diggle was on Flash last week. Like,
here's my thing, guys. We haven't seen Diggle's kid in a while. Maybe this is the different timeline. Then maybe the Arrow we're watching is an alternate timeline.
No, literally, Diggle just went over to.
Maybe it's an alternate timeline that we're watching on Arrow.
But Diggle from Arrow.
Yeah.
Went to Flash last week.
From that timeline.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, like, you're right. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
You're right in that they need to be showing more of that, like, interconnectedness.
Yeah,
but probably what it is that they've got two different writers' rooms, and they're like, well, we've got this story going on, and we've got this story going on. Mm-hmm. Hey, guys, wouldn't it be cool if this guy won? And so it's like, oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Should we go tell the Arrow guys? I don't know, man. They're in the middle of their whole thing, so they probably don't want to. Hey, Steve, go talk to them. Tell them about it. Hey, we're going to do the Enlightenment thing. That's cool. We're not doing it. All right, cool. Bye.
Then you need to switch things. Or you need to rechange where it's not affecting the whole world. Maybe it's just affecting Star City right off the bat.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
Wherever Flash is.
Central
City.
Yeah. Maybe, I agree with you on that it shouldn't have been this global thing if they weren't prepared to go to other cities to show it, like with Arrow.
And maybe
maybe Arrow happened. Maybe this is like a week or
maybe
weeks before.
Maybe Arrow happened.
And that's what I was going to say. Maybe I can say, okay, well, this was the season finale of Arrow. There's still one more episode of Flash. And the Enlightenment begins at the very end of Flash. So maybe, the events of Arrow just happened before the Enlightenment.
I think this is a better question for you. Would it have been better if Arrow was on a different night and it was a night before Flash? So you wouldn't be feeling like
if
this
Arrow
is
had
what was going
happened
on.
before Flash, it would not bother me at all.
Yeah.
But because I watched Arrow comes on the night after Flash.
Right.
Or 2 nights after Flash.
Yeah, it's 2 nights because I think it's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Then I think that is completely right. Because the way Arrow ended was incredible, and I'm so excited for Supermax next season. But I just have that looming. Why didn't same thing with like we were talking before the show with S.H.I.E.L.D. and nobody that bothers me. I'm like, wait a minute, you just ended the show. Like what? You're getting another season now. Right. You had time to go in and make somebody disappear.
Yeah. And especially if you had a whole bunch of nobodies like they did.
Yes.
That's
my always my problem. Continuity.
I just feel like with that too, like they should have ended right before Infinity War. If that was what they were gonna do. Like if they were just gonna end it without what happened in the post credit or at the end of Infinity War, that's when they should have ended it.
Yeah.
And so that way you could have been like, oh, Thanos is on Earth. Thanos is on Earth. Thanos is on Earth.
Well, see, because if you look at the timeline originally, because the Shield connection, the Thanos connection, is literally like a week or two after Avengers: Infinity War comes out. Oh. But if Avengers: Infinity War hadn't have moved, it would have lined up perfectly.
Right.
But because Avengers they moved up, it kind of threw that line off. But still, that means you had even more time to get to that last season to maybe just reshoot that one last scene with just 2 people in it, and somebody disappears. Yes, yeah. But again, that's just me being nitpicky over continuity stuff.
No, and I think it's a valid point because they have and the problem is that they have established continuity. Mm-hmm. They've established with ABC, for instance, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and with all the Avengers movies, they've always established that whatever happens in S.H.I.E.L.D. will usually happen in the other, and then vice versa, and that sort of thing. Because we've had it with Avengers, we had it with Ultron, we had it,
Thor, Winter Soldier.
Exactly. We've had it all around all of this. So it's right for you to kind of feel miffed by that because, yeah, it's pretty messed up for them to not do anything like that.
And especially when 2 episodes before, they mentioned Thanos' name 30 times.
Right. And then they could have at least just been like, oh my God, the population's just dropped by half, like, or something to that instance. So, yeah, for that, I completely agree with you. And then even for Arrow, too, because we've noticed that Arrow, like, out of all the different shows, Arrow and Flash are the 2 that coalesce together the most.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when one happens in one, the other should happen in the other. And we've seen it happen a lot of times. But for some reason, when something, again, like a world event happens, and they don't show it, that's a mistake. But it's more on a mistake on the timeline that they set, that CW has set as far as when the shows air. The time slots.
So you're expecting either in the season finale of Flash, they fix this whole thing, or in next season of Arrow, they need to start it with something weird going on.
Mm-hmm. Which I know they're not going to do, because the next season is legitimately going to be the escape from Supermax.
Okay.
Because he gets locked up at the end of the season.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
You go into Supermax with all the prisoners, bro.
Get out.
Who? But Ollie?
Yeah.
Because he's the Green Arrow.
Have you never seen the Supermax storyline?
No.
Okay, so they were gonna do an Arrow movie a while back, and they had it all before Arrow came out, and it was literally gonna be called Supermax, and the story was gonna be Oliver Queen locked in Supermax prison, having to escape.
Oh, okay.
It was gonna be like Dread or The Raid, but with Green Arrow.
Cool.
And like I'm like, that sounds incredible. And so I think this might be the last season of Arrow, and I think that's why they're doing this.
Yeah. I could believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of run its course to this point. And I know that they want to bring in other superheroes. Like, they just recently announced that they want to bring in Batgirl.
Batwoman.
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 Yes. Completely different. There's something Kathy Kane.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they want to bring in Batwoman. So
and Stephen Amell's getting real busy being all in. So.
Well, they're doing that for
that's so bad.
the next crossover is when this whole Batwoman thing is supposed to take place. So she's going to be the big part of that. But that means they're going to bring. They already mentioned Bloodhaven in Arrow in the first season.
Yeah.
So we have Batwoman. So I mean, they've mentioned Gotham, or did they
mentioned Gotham.
Did they ever mention Bruce Wayne?
I don't remember.
I want to say that they've like said it here or there, but they've never really
alluded to a guy running around in a bat suit or something.
I
like
don't
that.
remember any of that.
Really?
Because I remember them being very strict and saying you cannot use the Bat family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even remember Gotham ever being mentioned.
I want to say that maybe it was,
Yeah,
but like
Bloodhaven, I remember. I think that's it.
we're
Bloodhaven and Coastal City and the Green Lantern stuff.
we're on like
never Batman.
6 seasons though, so that's like a lot of episodes to try and remember
track
all
through,
of them. So,
But I mean, you were getting Batwoman. Are we kind of hoping that they surprise us and throw in like Nightwing? Even if we know we probably will not get Batman, but if
With a Nightwing movie and Teen Titans coming, I don't think we're gonna get
no,
okay,
yeah, no.
all right. So we'll just have to deal with Batwoman and leave it at that. All right. Are we done?
I think so.
Do you have a show that you want to talk about, Matthew?
Wow, that's weird that you said my full name.
Because you hate it.
Well, my mom calls me my full name, so like no one else calls me that.
No, that was a while back.
My dad does too.
You got really freaking. Don't call me that.
It's weird. It's just weird for other people to do that. No. I mean, I've been watching like honestly, I've been trying to like catch up on like shows that I didn't watch a long time ago, like Real Husbands of Hollywood, which I think is like one of the funniest shows ever.
I have wanted to watch.
Do they have a
that
new
so
season
bad.
on?
There are 5 seasons on Netflix.
I think I only watched 4.
I think I only watched 2, so I'm on season 3 right now, and it's freaking great. It's hilarious. Kevin Hart is amazing, and so getting to watch Kevin Hart on like 30-minute episodes, like for like I don't know 13 episodes, it's just great.
Oh, I see like him and a JB Smooth.
Yes, JB Smooth.
Those
is
two
on
together.
There. Boris, Nelly. You got Nick Cannon. Like I freaking love this show. And then I didn't realize it, but like Tiffany Haddish is in there, and you're like, man, like so Kevin Hart really was like trying to help all of his friends that helped him move up in the world.
But the show was so underground, being on BET, that
Yeah, but it's so great.
you've got a certain crowd watching
Yeah.
it. So, and a lot of people not going to be BET to watch a TV show.
Yeah.
So,
But
but it is good. It's a really good show.
It's a great, like, if you've never watched a Kevin Hart movie, which is dumb because you should have by now, or even watched his stand-up, this is like the perfect introduction to Kevin Hart. It's hilarious.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. This has been Channel Control. I am Rob. You've been watching us on youtube.com, Channel Control TV. We have a Twitter page, which is Channel Control, and Instagram, Channel Control TV. And this guy here, you can reach him at...
And Move the Joystick on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'm on What the Force every Friday night. You can find me on Cinelinks.com, where all the news and gaming stuff is going on. We've got, speaking of gaming, we're in the middle of the road to E3 2018. And it's getting crazy. So keep an eye out. We've got a whole bunch of news and a lot of shows that are coming out. This guy's coming with me to LA. We're going to have a ton of fun.
buddy.
And I cannot wait. It's going to be a blast.
It's gonna sound really, really weird, but when we go to LA, we're gonna go eat at Sizzler.
Hell yeah. Bro, we've talked about this.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this.
No, because we talked about how we've never had a Sizzler.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
just listened to another episode of Kidnap Socks Hot Sizzler Nights, where they talk about the unlimited salad bar.
The
go.
Sizzler Steakhouse?
Yeah,
We've never been.
That shit still exists?
Yeah.
in California.
Only in California.
And so I'm just like,
We were at a screening, and you brought this up.
yeah.
We were at a screening, and we were like, oh my God, I've never had a Sizzler. I've never had a Sizzler. We literally looked up where the nearest Sizzler was, and it was like California, or it might have been Arizona, but I was like, damn it.
I just listened to it because they had another episode. I listened and just listened to it. I'm like, it all sounds so good. Anyway, so besides finding us at Sizzlers in California, you can find me on all social media at RealJackSBC, RealJackAssBC on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Please go subscribe. I need more people. I got a Deadpool review up. It's a really bad review. I edited it at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It is terrible.
Okay, so you didn't hate the movie, but your
Oh
quality
my God,
is...
the quality of the
Okay,
review is
got it.
god awful.
Got it,
Like
got it.
it is effing terrible. But I am going to do a spoiler review coming up soon, and that one's going to be a lot better because I'll actually sleep before I do that one.
Good idea.
Yeah. So,
All right.
also, it is what it is every Thursday on Cinelinks.com and the Offshoots Radio Network, as well as What the Force on Fridays.
Sweet.
All right. Well, folks, thanks for watching again. And we will see you maybe next week. I don't know. It's getting ready for TV shows to go off. So it's time for us to, hibernate. I got to put him in a mat sleep.
I do that still?
Yeah.
No.
That's not super cool.
Or is that copyrighted by?
I don't know anymore.
I mean, it is the mat sleep.
It is
So-
the mat sleep.
So
It's true.
yeah.
Farewell. Goodbye. Alveda say goodnight.
Put down that book. Pick up the remote.